All right, everybody, Bryce here, coming at you with another real quick crypto market update. Now, it's no secret, market's been absolutely nuts. And I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. You're probably thinking, what the heck is going on, first off? And second off, when is the pain gonna subside? Okay, well, let me first start by saying that, while the selling, it's bad, it's not due to anything that's fundamentally broken with the crypto market. This is a market that will recover because there's still a tremendous amount of long-term value here. Meaning the merits of crypto, they remain stronger than ever. And everything you know and love about crypto, the reasons why you got in the first place, none of that's changed. Despite the lower prices, crypto is still a robust, decentralized platform for currency and for other applications. It's still, I don't know if you guys know this, but crypto is still growing at a tremendous rate, nearly doubling its user base every 2 years, according to Pantera Capital. Now, that trend is not slowing down despite the lower prices, okay? Now think about it. Ethereum, it's the largest altcoin in the crypto market, and it's actually undergoing the triple halving, right? You guys might remember the Bitcoin halving. Well, the triple halving in Ethereum will bring the inflation rate down by 90%, from 4.3% on an annualized basis to 0.43%. So this is a huge event, and this is actually a massive difference from the US dollar's inflation rate at 8.5%. Now, let's take a little look back in time, okay? Back in 2013, Bitcoin fell from 81%, from $235 to $49. And as we all know, Bitcoin's story certainly did not end there. In fact, that was actually kind of the beginning of its story. That was actually the beginning of its next move. And its next move might be an understatement because it proceeded to run 2,300%, moving from $49 to about $1,200. Okay, and then Bitcoin on its next rally, it fell, right, from $19,000 to $3,000. And that was from 2018 to 2019. But guess what? After that, it proceeded to run over 340%, moving from $3,000 up to $14,000. Then again, after that little move, Bitcoin fell 71%. And it fell actually 71% from $14,000 to $4,000. And that happened over the course of 2019 to 2020. But guess what? Bitcoin proceeded to run over 1,500% from $4,000 to $64,000. Now, you guys kind of see where I'm going with this. Currently, Bitcoin has fallen 56% from the highs of $69,000 to currently the lows, when I saw it today, roughly around $31,000. But I want you guys to hear me loud and clear. This is not the end of crypto, okay? This is temporary. Now, I don't know exactly how long this is all gonna last here, but the market will bounce back as it always does. Now, volatility is simply the price you pay for massive gains, for getting in early. But interestingly enough, the price drop has, it's definitely turned away some potential retail investors, but the price drop has actually attracted a tremendous amount of institutional interest. People that have been, paying close attention and sitting on the sidelines, patiently waiting for their moment. The moment when that rare, attractive valuation opportunity appears amidst a bunch of chaos. Okay, these are investors who only typically buy during times of serious distress. So it's kind of smart to think like these guys. These are the risk-averse value investors, right? And they know the importance of a very key concept. It's called dollar cost averaging. And they know how important it is to dollar cost average into the market over time. And this is what I honestly think most of us should be doing. Because if you think about it, on a long-term time scale, how could it physically be possible for the most global, most digitally disruptive, the most democratic market in history, how could it not succeed over the long term, right? In the short term, of course, there's going to be volatility and fluctuations as we try and see, which is going to be the one. and when is it gonna happen and all that kind of stuff. But over the long term, hear you me, ladies and gentlemen, this technology is not going anywhere. And Paul Tudor Jones, who's a legendary billionaire investor, he was on CNBC last week. Great interview. Highly recommend you guys all to go watch it. Legendary investor Paul Tudor Jones, billionaire, he said it best in that interview. And he was asked what to do. Paul, what do we do in this crazy environment? And it was so funny, his response, because he says, I've never seen a worse environment for both stocks and bonds. But in the next breath, literally in the next breath, he said, and I'm quoting, he said, if you look at the smartest and the brightest minds that are coming out of colleges today, so many of them are going into crypto. It's hard not to want to be long crypto because of the sheer amount of intellectual capital that's going into the space. So to me, that says it all right there. Where do you run in a market that's as crazy and chaotic and uncertain as we have globally right now? Well, you go into where the future is headed, right? You go into where all these smart builders are starting to invest their time and their attention, and where all the politicians are starting to look and say, oh man, we don't have our crypto policy yet. We don't have, we want to get excited about crypto because that's going to rally a new constituency, right? A new voter base who's passionate about crypto and who's passionate about their money. And I think that all of this is just happening, right? It's just now happening. I mean, even Fidelity just the other day announced that they are going to be able to have 401ks, right? You guys know 401ks. They're going to be able to have Fidelity 401ks that are directly investable into Bitcoin. So this is huge news. And it's literally marking a brand new market participant, a new entrant of buyers. So this is not the end. This is a long-winded way of saying this is not the end of crypto despite the craziness. This is just the beginning. And I need you guys to stick with it because it's gonna be a bright, bright, bright time at the end of this darkness. It's always darkest before the dawn. And look, furthermore, the price floor of crypto, it's higher every cycle. So we're not gonna go back down to the floors that we were in the last bear market. And the price floor is higher every cycle because we have new institutions and new big money buyers that are supporting prices, right? We have the MicroStrategies, the Teslas, the Fidelity, State Street, BlackRock, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan. I mean, these are just a few of the institutions that were not around in 2017, okay? But they're here now and they're helping legitimize and they're helping strengthen our ecosystem. So guys, the party is far from over. Okay, global economic conditions that are causing this market-wide panic in crypto and stocks and bonds, all this shit's gonna subside. And when that happens, those that held or those that bought during this time are gonna reap the rewards, and flat out, those that are selling are gonna be the losers. So for that reason and more, I believe it's very important to buy and hold through this near-term pain in hopes of that long-term gain. I believe it's going to come, guys. And if you have dry powder, it is now important, extremely important now more than ever, to dollar cost average into those fundamentally strong coins that are a part of the Crypt Nation portfolios. Hey, if you've been buying on the way up, you'd be doing dollar cost averaging wrong if you didn't actually buy as well on the way down when prices were low. So the key is buying the fundamentally strong coins. And now in a sea of over 10,000 cryptocurrencies, how can you spot the best coins? And I'm talking those with real technology, those with real users, and really those that are solving real world problems and not just freaking talking about it. Well, lucky for you, we've got a team of crypto analysts that are scouring the markets every single day to do just that, which is identify the best trends, coins, and opportunities for our subscribers. And look, for just $1, you can get a 2-week trial to Crypt Nation. And here you can join a community of thousands of other crypto traders and investors. You get access to training videos and trade alerts for the hottest cryptos. Again, to check us out and to get those good value buy zones and sell zones for fundamentally strong cryptocurrencies, just click that big orange button below and we're going to get you set up with a $1 2-week trial. All right, we'll see you inside.